Hi everybody, so I'm going to be doing a journey reading today because I'm interested in where everything's going. So I'm just going to put in my microphone, so please excuse the... Okay, so hopefully you should be able to hear me nice and clearly. So I am using the Tarot Familiars deck today. This is because I love this deck because I do actually have a black cat, but also I've been dreaming of some animals, and I found this the other day, Power Animals Oracle cards, where I was dreaming of white horses. So I'm really glad to have found that. So today I'm going to be showing you this story, which is going to go from this end to this end. And basically the cards seem to have been, they seem to match each other here. So we're going to start off with these two cards. The first card we have is the Hermit. And this represents spiritual guidance, going within to get some knowledge. Maybe being a little bit cautious, but just retracting within and wanting to cocoon oneself and just focus on that candle, reflect. You can see the reflection there. So this is, I feel it's about a time of reflection for the union energy. And there's the moon outside, so we have this moon energy. And we also have here the Eight of Swords, which is about crisis, calamity, imprisonment, criticism, and even sickness. So it could be that the reason for going within could be any number of these things. As I say, we don't know for sure what's going on, but there is something going on at the moment with this moon energy that's stopping or preventing the union from going forward. And we know that the divine masculine is really wanting to press forward with things, and the divine feminine is waiting patiently. She's holding open that space. So crisis, calamity, imprisonment, forced imprisonment through sickness or some circumstances, but it's definitely a circumstance that's requiring reflection and going within, keeping to oneself and really thinking through, you know, what's going on. So this deep reflection is going on at the moment, whether it be through sickness, and that always forces you to think about things. So then the next one we have, I've got these notes here because it just helps me to be a little bit more accurate with what the author of the deck wanted. So I've just made some notes. The next one we have here is the Four of Pentacles. These are about loss of material wealth. It could represent a hoarder, a skinflint, or a miser, so somebody who's not very generous. And I think in the traditional tarot you can see the man holding on to his riches for dear life. And then above it we've got the Queen of Swords, so she's quick-witted, very sharp, very perceptive. This could also represent misfortune and loneliness. So there is possibly a fear of losing the material wealth and, you know, worrying about the misfortune, so the risk. And again, we have the full moon here again. So that full moon energy seems to be bringing up lots of fears about security and material possessions, and you know, maybe the Queen of Swords is a female in the Divine Masculine's life, who is actually very, very perceptive, is watching his every move, and that's why he's having to keep very stum about everything, because there is maybe a battle going on between them that involves money, possessions, house, whatever. So there is this sense of imprisonment, and it could be that the karmic relationship is giving him real scrutiny, and is making him feel lonely, actually, in the relationship as well. Or without his divine feminine, he's having to deal with this calamity, this criticism or crisis of the Eight of Swords. So that's what this full moon energy seems to be bringing up for the union. Honestly, on the Divine Masculine side, mostly, I should imagine. So then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So the Ace of Pentacles is moving into a much more positive moment of realization. So this is about perfection, attainment, prosperity, felicity, bliss, gold and great wealth. So this is the hopes and the dreams of what the Divine Masculine or the union will achieve, because it is Major Arcana. We then also have Major Arcana above it with the Lover's card. So we have these two together. Obviously the Lover's card is about love, beauty, unanimity, trials overcome, confidence, new romance, new love, possibly infatuation, optimism, letting oneself go, and also a yearning for his love. So this is the hopes and the dreams. This is going to be the positive outcome once all these other issues have been sorted out. So it's just a time now with the full moon is just bringing up all of these things, particularly if there is a karmic lady in the life of the Divine Masculine. We know that, women are affected by the moon, and, she could be acting up or being stubborn, not letting go, that sort of thing. So where it's going to go once all this has happened is through beautiful prosperity, attaining, and also the hopes of the masculine for it to be perfect before he makes his move. And obviously the lovers, it's a beautiful thing. Again, you've got the full moon here again. So there's a lot of full moon energy, and this is what the full moon is saying, is we're moving some of this stuff that needs to be brought to the surface so that we can clear it out and put it all behind and come face to face with our divine counterparts. So then the next thing, we've got the very beautiful Star card and the Knight of Wands on the top of that. The Star card is about faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing the past and the present, fulfillment, pleasure, a promising opportunity. So this is nothing but positive, beautiful energies coming through, and it is coupled with the Knight of Wands, which is about a journey of advancement, advancement into the unknown. So there is a willingness to step into the unknown because of the faith. The Star card is about having faith, hope and faith. This is a very strong feeling of faith that he's going to take that leap of faith and go into the unknown, take the journey, the advancement and advance his spirit and his soul, because he already knows that he's a spiritual being. As we know from other readings, that the Divine Masculine has gone through an awakening. He's come out through the dark night of the soul. This full moon energy is about just clearing up some of the old energies, just tying up the last pieces before moving into bliss and love. Ace of Pentacles with the lovers there. And moving into this journey forward beyond, obviously the actual coming to face, everything is to be looked forward to, this hope, this new life, moving into the unknown, this adventure, and that seems to be where it's going. So hang in there. It's 5 days previous to the full moon and 5 days afterwards. So we're looking really at this 11:11 gateway for things to start shifting. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands, which always means swift action, speed, hastily made decisions. Well, obviously decisions are being put to one side at the moment, not through any choice of the Divine Masculine, because he wants to go forward with it quite strongly. So this represents the desire to move very swiftly and to take action. But because of this full moon energy, it's just a little bit of a delay. So things are going to happen quite quickly according to this Eight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is swift action and introspection. With the Eight of Swords, there's some sort of chaos, calamity, sickness, something stopping him from moving forward. There is a fear of losing some kind of material wealth. There could be some karmic stuff going on with the Queen of Swords, who is intensely perceptive, who's watching his every move like a hawk, and it's making him, go within and keep everything close to his chest. But what he wants is this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, this physical wealth, prosperity, abundance with his Divine Feminine, and he wants this and he hopes for that. He's got these high hopes for the future, and he's going to be wanting to move very quickly once everything's tied up. So that's what we're going to do for today on that, and I hope that helps anybody who's feeling this full moon energy, this waiting period, this limbo. Even though some of you may have heard from your Divine Masculine, it was all so intense and I'm coming to get you and all of this, and all of a sudden not hearing from a week, it's kind of this roller coaster of it's happening now, oh, patience, oh, it's happening now, patience. So it really is testing our mettle, and it's a little bit like that Two of Pentacles where the things are getting balanced. And we're doing this dance, a bit like a tango. I feel like it's a tango dance at the moment rather than a waltz. So hang in there, see it as a dance and see it as strengthening you for when you do get into union, that you will be so balanced and so patient and so open, and he will just feel that energy and feel very relaxed and good in your company. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I will do another reading regarding the journey, the macro journey. This is the micro journey today, and we're going to do the macro meaning in just a moment. So thank you for watching and take care.